It's Wednesday, November 17th, 2021, and that means it's time for your Toros Report. I'm Joel Norman giving you an update on the week ahead for the Toros while recapping what happened last weekend. This coming weekend will be the first time since the first weekend of October that the Mason City Toros will not play a home game at the Mason City Arena. They will be on the road to take on the Minnesota Loons at the Breezy Point Hockey Center. Before we take a look at this weekend's action against Minnesota and preview the opponent, let's take a look at how the Toros fared this past weekend against the Alexandria Blizzard. Carter Newpower scored a pair of goals last Saturday, and Mason City lit the lamp 3 times in the first period to pick up a 5-2 win over the Alexandria Blizzard. Despite the Toros scoring 5 or more goals in a game for the 9th time, it was netminder Owen Carlson who earned the game's first star after turning aside 24 of 26 shots on net. After the game, Carlson talked about what it's been like playing behind a potent offense.
Yeah, it calms you down for sure. You got to be ready for whatever they throw at you. Obviously, a tough second period, but you got to bounce back, shake it off, and most importantly, help your team win the game.
Despite the hot start, the Toros didn't coast after the first period. Alexandria made it a 1-goal game with a pair of goals in the second period before Newpower's second of the game, a short-handed goal, gave the Toros some breathing room. Assistant coach Marquise Cotton commented that this was a different Alexandria team than the one Mason City swept to open the 2021-22 season, but that the Toros adjusted well to get the win.
We definitely been talking about that all week. We looked at it in video. We talked about it a bit during the pre-scout for sure. We knew they were going to come at us with a little bit different look, so we just made sure that we made sure to prepare for that and also just be our best version of ourselves every day. And that's what I preach to the guys is make sure you come out and be the best version of yourself. They really took to that this weekend, and I think if we just keep that rolling, it'll just be another good game hopefully.
The Toros' win last Saturday snapped Alexandria's 4-game win streak, but it would be the Blizzard getting revenge the next night as they defeated Mason City to snap the Toros' 4-game win streak. Sota Isogai and Colin Hogan scored, but the Toros could not overcome a 3-goal deficit early in the second period and would fall 5-2. Mason City remains in second place in the West Division, and Alexandria jumps into third place after topping the Toros on Sunday thanks to 2 losses last weekend by Wilmer, whom the Toros will host on Black Friday next week in their next home game. This weekend, the Toros travel to Breezy Point to take on the Minnesota Loons, who picked up their second win of the season last Friday with a 6-3 triumph over the New Ulm Steel to snap an 11-game losing streak. The Toros dealt the Loons their 7th and 8th losses during that stretch when Minnesota visited the Mason City Arena on October 22nd and 23rd. Cal Levis and Sota Isogai recorded Mason City's first 2 hat-tricks of the year in the first game, and then the Toros recorded their single-game high for goals the next night as 7 different players found the back of the net on the way to a 10-1 win. Both games this weekend can be seen on Hockey TV, and you can also follow the action along on Toros social media by liking them on Facebook and following the Mason City Toros on Twitter and Instagram. Be sure to subscribe to the Toros YouTube page to get a look at previous Toros reports, and also watch Toros highlights and Toro Talks. Thanks for tuning in for this week's Toros Report. I'm Joel Norman.